When the quilts are finished, I'd love to bring them to you in their entirety so you can see what the creator had in mind. Take just a minute to follow me over on Facebook and Instagram, because it's all the same name as it is right here, Brenda's Quilting Studio, and I put other things there like still photos of the quilts that you're not going to see here on YouTube. And of course, take a minute to like and subscribe. It really does make a huge difference to get these beautiful quilts out to more people. Let me show you what she has going here. Amazing Grace, all written out in the poem in its original form, and then all of the fabrics have to do with it and go along with that. When you have piano keys similar to this, I always suggest whether your piano keys, extra blocks, flying geese, something that has openings on the edges, take yourself a victory lap of stay stitching all the way around 1/8 to say 2 3/16 of an inch away from the edge to hold down all of these open seams right here. It will make a huge difference in you preparing your quilt, bringing it over here to the quilting studio, and then when my stitching gal gets over here, she doesn't have all of those loose edges that she has to be dealing with. So it's such a good idea to take just a minute and do that stitching along the edge. I love myself a beautiful piano keys border, but you do want to be sure and do that. Also, you want to be careful with your pressing on a piano keys border. You've got a lot of extra seams right there, and it's usually best to press them all the same direction unless you had something in mind. In this case, as an example, maybe making all the blue ones kind of stand out just a tad. If that were the case, you'd want to be having your seams facing in toward that. That would cause them to be elevated just a little bit. But otherwise, you're going to want all the pressing to go the same direction. Something that Linda does frequently is has cornerstones on her quilts. It's kind of her signature little part right there, and you can see that she's prepared it so that her cornerstones are going the correct direction. Backing fabric also blends beautifully with what she has going with the crosses all the way across it. Let me show you the style that I'm doing here is so swirly and nice. In fact, it's called Swirls and Feathers on there, and you can see it's going along with a lot of the swirly filigree that's on the edge of the quilt. Questions, thoughts, put them down below. Put some comments down below. Let's start a conversation. Maybe you want to talk about panels, maybe you want to talk about pressing, maybe you want to talk about stay stitching or about piano key borders. So happy to help you with all of that. In the meantime, let's bring quilt over here to Brenda's Quilting Studio and let me help you get it finished up. Have a lovely day. I know I will.